Hey everybody, good afternoon, or wherever you are in the world, good morning. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you're all well. It's Beck here from Today Own Me. So today I wanted to talk with you all about how much your thoughts really do impact yourself, your life, your environment, and also the world as well. Now, the nature of our thoughts determines our quality of life. So the way we think, the way we feel, it affects our blood pressure. It can increase our blood pressure, it can lower our blood pressure, it can affect our dreams, the way we dress, what we eat. Our thoughts have such an impact on our life. Now I'm going to give you a scenario. I want you to imagine that you're on a long stretch of road and you're in a car and you're driving. And you knew that if you kept driving up this road within, say, a kilometre or a mile, you're going to be in a car accident. Would you keep driving? No, you wouldn't. You'd find another way to get to where you need to go. You would plan. You'd make sure that you are not on that road. You and your family are safe and are not on that road. The same thing applies to our thoughts. If we want to achieve something, we can't just sit back and wait for it to happen. We need to actually do something to make it happen, and that starts with your thoughts. There's a couple of things that you need to remember when you want to start changing your life or changing the world with your thoughts. The first one being is that you have to think with coherent intention. That means things like thinking about the same thing every day, practicing those thoughts every day. Now there's one thing to remember, that if you're trying to achieve something, you need to change your thoughts from whether it's being in a negative space into a growth space. So let's put an example. You want to go on a big holiday, but there's a lot of work involved. You need to save up for the money. This might mean that you need to work some extra shifts. Maybe you need to get another job. There's lots involved, and that's all part of your thoughts. But are you going to achieve this if you're thinking negative thoughts? Probably not. You're going to bring negativity in your life. So it's fair to say that if you want to achieve something and you want to believe something, you have to have positive thoughts coming in as well. Now, you may have been in a situation in your life where you have tried to change your thoughts into more of a positive way. And you might have found that this doesn't work, so what do? You give up. But there's a difference between having a day or two, or 3 or 4, to having positive thoughts in our life, to doing that over a couple of weeks. Slowly you start to see a difference, but not by much. To using those positive thoughts, over a couple of months, you'll start to notice a change. Now let's do that for a couple of years. Huge change. Your life changes. You're a more positive person. You're happy. You love life. But that's something that we need to instill within us for the rest of our lives. It's not something that's a quick fix. It's not something you can buy off a shelf. Positive thoughts needs to be your way of life. Now my second tip for you, and it can be quite a difficult one, but it's not a scary one. It's learning how to apply a full stop to your negative thoughts. This is something that can be quite challenging, and like I said, I myself sometimes feel myself getting dragged down by certain thoughts that come in, and a lot of times it happens to do with situations that have come up that create those self-doubt thoughts, that negativity there. And by applying a full stop, you completely stop them. Now that involves you understanding the patterns of when these thoughts come in. What does your body do? Do you fidget? Do you bite your nails? Do you bite your lip? Do you go and get something to eat again and again and again? There's lots of different signs to look out for, and once you understand these signs, you start to understand yourself. And once you start to understand yourself, you can apply the full stop because you know, hey, this is really starting to affect me. my mind's being dragged down into this negative pool, I need to apply my full stop. And the best way I find to apply the full stop is for me to ask myself 3 questions. First question being, is this a realistic self-doubt? Is this, what's the relativeness with this? The second one is, how has this affected my life up to this point? And the third one is, what is the worst case scenario of this negative thought? A lot of the time, it's not as bad as you think it is. The next step is to apply those 3 questions, but flip it. Now with a 3-step flip it thoughts that you can have and questions you can ask yourself, the first one, again, is ask yourself, is there any relevance to what these people are saying? Think about it realistically. Is there any relevance to it? Then use step 2 to think about, has this ever come up in my life before where I've noticed this about myself, or I've been accused about this before, or there's actually truth to this? A lot of the time there isn't. And then use the step 3. Think about some of the most positive things that have happened in your life. Things that have brought you so much joy. Situations where you've been able to change somebody else's life. There's lots and lots of ones there for you to choose from. And once you do that, I can guarantee that you'll notice a change in your thought. Now my next tip for you is to rejoice in your achievements. Think about things in your life that you've been able to achieve, no matter how big or small. Think about them and really rejoice in, hey, I did that. I was able to achieve that. Relive that experience, because that has a lot of power there. The next step is to find happiness in the present. This is something I absolutely love to do. There's nothing that gives me more joy than to be in the car listening to my favourite playlist, or whether it's really enjoying how beautiful the day is, maybe it's celebrating what I'm grateful for in life on that day. There's lots and lots of things to choose from. Celebrate within the present. It really, really does make an effect, and it creates a lot of happiness as well, especially if you do truly believe it. Now my last tip for you, which is probably, in my opinion, one of the most powerful ones, is to rejoice in your individuality. This means practicing self-love, nurturing yourself, believing in your self-worth, knowing your self-worth. All of this has so much nutrition to living our lives wholeheartedly, happiness, understanding the true meaning of love, and really having the groundwork and the foundations there to chase and achieve what we want to achieve in life. Because we have those ingredients, we're happy. Happiness is really the starting point of a lot of things, and love is, in my opinion, just can change the world. You know, I really feel like all you need in life is just happiness and love. And again, this is all stuff that you can't buy off the shelf. It's not something that you can seek out through relationships. I really find that it's something that you need to have within yourself. And when you do have that love and that happiness within yourself, you'd be surprised how much it changes your life. Now, before we finish off, I want to just share with you just how of an impact changing your thoughts, changing your way of thinking, believing in things, and really gravitating towards happiness and love can really change your life. Now, 12 months ago, I did a personality test, and it came in with a couple of things that, you know, represented who I was at that time. And yesterday, I took a same personality test, but I got a different result. I have changed my personality type by changing my way of thinking, my thoughts, my beliefs, believing in myself, building that confidence just through doing all those things. By doing that, I have actually changed my personality type. Now, this doesn't mean that the people around me are going to be judging me for this. It doesn't mean that at all. it just means that they're going to notice things about you. For example, I've been given comments that I seem a lot happier, brighter. I'm starting to bring new people into my life, new friendships. And it really does come down to whether you truly believe in the thoughts that you're believing, whether you're believing in yourself to achieve them, and to believe in yourself wholeheartedly as well. So I hope what I have said today has resonated within you. And if it has, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and keep up to date with all my weekly empowerment videos. Take care, and I look forward to talking to you next time. See you guys.